The following is a public service announcement. Today is a very special fake holiday known as National Teenager Day, and we'd like to caution all parents about a slight defect that appears in each and every teenager. It's known as a bad attitude, or as we sometimes call them, teentrums.
Oh my goodness, if it isn't Little Miss Attitude.
Teentrums can show up at just about any time or any place. They most often appear in the form of whining.
I cannot handle that kind of emotional rudeness. Don't be mean to me.
But teentrums aren't always loud and obnoxious. Sometimes a teentrum presents itself in the form of mockery.
Listen, I try to be nice. You're mimicking me.
Mimicking me.
Okay.
You might even witness a phenomenon known as the zombie teentrum, which frequently surfaces in the early hours of the day.
Good morning, honey. How are you this morning?
But despite the foot-stomping, door-slamming eye rolls, please understand that a teentrum doesn't mean your teen doesn't love or respect you. It just means they're a total jerk.
Hey teens, quit being so dumb.
We know dealing with teentrums isn't easy, but we promise things will get better, at least when your little bundle of joy hits their 40s. Happy National Teenager Day.
Okay, ready? Ready to roll.
Ready to get started?
Ready to go?
Ready to get started?
Okay, everybody in their places. Ready to start.
Ready.
Ready to vocalize?
Ready to ramble, ready to roll, ready to strut my stuff.
Get ready to rock!
Ready to go.
Get ready to laugh.
Maybe. I hope. It's National Teenager Day. Let's laugh at teenagers. Ha 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 ha! You smell weird. Hey, I got 2 of them. Brittany's got like 8 of them. She's got so many. She got all these beautiful children. Good morning, friends and loved ones and neighbors and roommates and uncles, cousins, formers, brothers, gardener. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, Dennis. And anybody else that decides to show up. It's a beautiful morning. I got Head Like a Hole playing right now. The very end, though. We'll go out of Head Like a Hole. Okay, so anyway, we're rocking out. Played some Limp Bizkit. I've got Tenacious D's Tribute in my show this morning. Not here, but on the radio. And you know at the end of Tribute where it goes vloom and it suspends, and then it's ding, 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 ding. Right there at the end when it goes clunk. You can go, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it fits perfect. I know. I've done it. I was a teenage curmudgeon, and now I'm a middle-aged curmudgeon. Robble, robble. What were you like as a teenager? How were you as a teenager? My children are better than I was. Hands down. Hands down. I reflect upon my teenage years versus theirs. Way better kids. My daughter has less respect than I did for my dad because she doesn't have the fear. You know, the commander, he could cut you with a look and you'd straighten your shit out. But she got a way better work ethic than I did when I was a teenager. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. She opened the door, wasn't shit in there, so the dog starved to death. The end. These are the real Grimm's fairy tales. I'm sorry that you're getting the reality. Stoned and quiet. I didn't even smoke weed until I was in college. I didn't really, I knew what beer tasted like and all that, but I didn't have any interest in drinking or smoking when I was in high school. Wasn't a goody two-shoes per se. I just I chose different paths. But made up for it. Hey, it's also National French Bread Day. It's actually a whole shitload of days today. It is. You ready for this? National French Bread Day. Go have a French bread sword fight with somebody. It is World Poetry Day. I won't recite The Road Not Taken again for you guys because we've done that in the past. But do you know a good poem? You know, I have a few that I like. A few poets. But I think poetry is important as an expression of the arts. It is song without song. But sometimes you can't find the music. So you just write a poem. You were so straight edge, Fred? Really? Kind of figured you'd be the middle of the road, like I was kind of the middle of the road kid that I had a lot of girl friends, but I had a girlfriend, but like I'd eat lunch with the girls' table, and my upperclassmen girls above me were like awesome. I loved those girls. I mean, I was basically like the gay kid without being the gay kid, because it was Jackson, but I had a lot more female friends than male friends, I guess. I don't know. It was different because, like, the girls in the class above me were awesome, and the girls in my class I didn't really talk to that much. Some of them I did, obviously, and very good friends with some of them. But there once was a man from Nantucket who carried his life in a bucket. He poured on the floor and walked out the door. Looked back. No, he just said, fuck it. That is a poem about moving on with your life and getting rid of whatever's weighing you down. It's an important poem. International Tiramisu Day. It's got layers to that shit, playa. Tiramisu. Hi, Ruby. Good morning. I thought about you last night before I was in bed. But what the fuck song was it? God dang it. I can't do this when I got music in the room. There was a song I thought that I wanted to sing, and I was like, oh, that can't be too hard to play on uke. I bet Ruby could play the shit out of that and sing the hell out of it. And then I completely forgot what it is now. So there you go. It's nice to see you as well. Happy Friday. Happy National Single Parent Day. That's a thing today. National Single Parent Day. I'm glad to say my wife and I do a good job of co-parenting. Sometimes we want to strangle each other and the children. But we do okay. Fragrance Day. I will say I like scents, I like smells, I like perfumes, but I don't like them super overt, right? Like, I have stopped a woman to ask what she's wearing because whatever that scent was, scent is a very emotional thing for me, I think. Like certain scents, I'll pop off and cry, or I'll fall in love in a heartbeat. Man, my pheromones, I'm full cricket. They use noises, Darren, not scents. Fragrance Day. Common Courtesy Day. This should be every day. You call this song Amnesia. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell I was just playing on the radio. Oh, it was Pop Evil, Wishful Thinking. That's a good group. They were just on XM Octane, like a live thing last night. Tiramisu baklava. Oh, with pistachios. Oh, Trevor. Yeah. Tiramisu, man. That's for me. Yeah, I'm not a cakey guy, but tiramisu, there's layers to the shit, playa. Common Courtesy Day, though. Show someone some common courtesy. Open the door for them. It's not chivalry. It's common courtesy. Okay? Park straighter. Be polite. When you get done at Aldi, pass your card on to somebody. Yeah, they may exchange you the quarter. They may not. It's a quarter. Anyway, it's Common Courtesy Day. It's No Strings Attached Day. I told you there was a shitload of days today. No Strings Attached Day. Here you go. You can have my 2003 Durango. No strings attached. World Puppetry Day. I'm more of a Muppet guy. Dude, yeah, Julian, okay, you're with me on that? Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That's why, completely candid about it. If I go into a certain room or like, mom smells, grandma smells, like those are certain food, right? That smells like grandma's kitchen. Damn. And you get verklempt. Yep. That's legit. And the same thing though with perfume. Like I'll still every once in a blue moon catch a scent of something, and I swear to God that was my junior year girlfriend's perfume. Smelled exactly like that. And it triggers. Crazy triggers. I'm wired. National Flower Day. I don't have any flowers in here, but I celebrate. I like flowers. It is the spring. Mickey, yo, comma, 2. Yo, 2. It is Twitter Day. I don't know why. There's not even Twitter anymore. X gonna give it to you. Oh. Gallo Wine Day. Not gallon of, but Gallo Wine Day. Usually it's pepper spray. No, please stop. Followed by a scent. It's your Pavlovian trigger. Every time someone mentions pepper spray, Trevor starts twitching. Just kidding. Trevor's married. Nice guy. It's just an act. World Down Syndrome Day. Shout out to all of our homies with the extra chromie. Follow a few, you get some good, talented Down syndrome folks on TikTok. They're doing some fun stuff. It's nice. I enjoy it. I enjoy their content. I enjoy their honesty. I really do. I don't know if you see the one with the normal sister, the Downy sister, and they just beat each other to pieces. It's awesome. Verbally. Her Down syndrome sister is sharp as hell and cracks me up. Anyway, Down Syndrome Day. And yes, as I mentioned, National Teenager Day. So today I celebrate my daughter Layla, 16 and a half, and my son Lawson, who's 13 and a little over half. Hooray for you guys. They're off school today, too. They're out of freaking school today. Like, what the hell? Which means when I get home, I got more distractions. I got to go work somewhere else. All right, it's time for the TIQ. Let's get this copied. I ran this one across Cary last night, the TIQ. Not this one. And took like 20 guesses. We'll see how you guys do. Today's TIQ sponsored by whoever manufactures these blank coffee sleeves. The unsung hero of the advertising prowess. 19% of people in this profession go commando. If you are unfamiliar with the phrase go commando, it means that... Why do I got to sign back into Restream? What? Oh, that was weird. Okay, I got to make sure we're still going here. Are we still going? Oh my God. Okay. Let me type something in here if you can't see or hear anything, because it's making me relog into Restream for some damn reason. Yummy dummy dum, yummy dummy dum. Pardon me while I relog into Restream. All I wanted to do was just go to the chat. Am I still live? I hope so. Baristas. No, but that's a good guess, Alicia. Ruby guesses Bethy. No, I'm just kidding. She's not guessing Bethy. Bethy goes commando. Mailman. No. Okay, good. Yeah, it's still streaming. That was weird. Who knows? Sessions, cookies, the internet. Fuck's sake. All right. 19% of people in this profession go commando. Today's winner will receive a puff on that dank and some oyster crackers left over from my soup that I had last week here from the Groundabout, which is really good soup. It was the kale and Italian sausage, if you must know. You haven't heard the TIQ yet. Oh, shit, I didn't even flip the screen. Where's my mouse? There we go. No, the TIQ. I think it's an easy one. Maybe because I'm just dirty-minded person. I picture who's running around with the drawers off. Taxi driver. No. It's okay. TIQ is now up. Baristas, no. Taxi driver, no. Good guesses. She was guessing shit like fireman. And I'm like, you're not going to be running into blazes all flopping and slapping and flagging around, right? Anchorman. No. But that's feasible. Hey, let's get into some birthdays. I got a show ahead today. Ahoy. It's morning. A little anime monkey on board here. Lots of birthdays. Alexis Nadler. It's Alexis' birthday today. Happy birthday. I hope you get like a cool, kick-ass new Lego set. Porn stars. I know, right? That'd be my first guess. Alicia got it. That was that quick. You said, when I said good guess and you said baristas, you guessed it, didn't you? 2 guesses, Alicia. It is bartenders. Somebody tag all the bartenders they know. They're probably not up yet. It is a Friday morning, after all, and last night was service industry night, most likely. So, there you go. Congratulations, Alicia. Bartenders is correct. I'm giving you the love. Everybody give her the love. Live streamer. I very, 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 very rarely go commando. It's not my thing. It's really never been my thing. I have problems if I have a poor liner in my swimsuit. Not because I just don't. Not a big fan of free ball unless I get to free everything else. If I get to be naked, let's go. We'll naked, running around flapping, But congratulations, Alicia. You are the TIQ winner. That one did not have legs. I expected it to last longer. Yep. She had guessed, did she guess barista first? Or she guessed server or something like that? I don't know. A hot guy split his pants while we were serving together, and he was commando. Cute little... Where you're like, huevos es muy bueno, señor. I'd buy that for $1. Is that what you said, Ruby? Yeah. I won't share those stories today. Alexis Nadler's birthday today. It's also Colin James Morrill's birthday today. Colin, happy birthday. Hope it's a rockin' Friday birthday. Sarah James, I saw your daughter yesterday. No, I didn't. I didn't see your daughter. I saw the Carlish's daughter. I'm confused. Anyway. Hi, happy birthday, Sarah. Hope it's a good one. You run out of clean underwear. I mean, yeah. Oh, Bethy, good morning. Sometimes commando is just what you get stuck with. Or like if you accidentally fell in a creek, right? And you don't want to wear wet underwear because then, just like the camp nurse at Camp Tom Sock said, you get a swimsuit, you don't dry off properly, you get on the horseback, and then you get the butt rot. And I will clean you with the bleach. That's what she'd tell the kids. Scared the shit out of them, too. But you know what? They went back and changed out their swim trunks before they went horseback riding. That's a story for another day. She was Filipino. Quite the sergeant. Trina Stevens, happy birthday to the lovely Trina. Happy birthday. Scott B. Smith, Scott B. celebrating today. Happy birthday, sir. Getting ready to go to Boston Airport and fly home finally. I don't know that I'd been through Boston's. I don't think. I think that's one I missed. Well, safe travels, Bethy. We wish you the safest of travels on your way home. Who else's birthday today? Oh, it's Ben Munoz. I met Ben in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, back in 2005-ish. He was part of a group called Cello Forte with Nicole and some other great musicians. 4 cellists rocking out. It was freaking great. It was, that orchestral rock vibe. But Ben has gone on to a successful career, as has Nicole, aside of each other. And Cello Forte, it may not be anymore. But Ben is a talented musician. Happy birthday, dude. Hope you have an awesome birthday. He also has really good hair. Good for him. You have 42 pairs of underwear. I got rid of a lot of underwear. And I am an exclusive Duluth buck naked underwear guy now. And I prefer the bullpen because you get the boxer brief vibe, but you also get the package holder. I don't like leakage, side pensions and things. It's not my thing. We spent a lot of time on this. Actor Scott Eastwood turns 39 today. Adrian Peterson, former running back, hits the big 4-0 today. Adrian Peterson, happy birthday, man. You want to come on the show? We can talk about anything besides football. You know what? That's the talk show I want to do. Interviewing people who are elite athletes, grand experts in their field, and all we talk about is anything else than their level, than their area of expertise. Dr. Wilson, the famed psychoanalyst, and you've blah 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 blah. So, how do you prefer chili? Texas style, no beans? Is that even chili? And just have those conversations. Completely superficial bullshit. People be like, why are you wasting this opportunity? That's exactly why. Because I'm not. Everybody else asks the same questions. We're gonna talk about, it's Mason Wynn's birthday. We're gonna talk about Mason Wynn for an hour. It's Sum 41's Derek Wibley's birthday. He's 45 today. That's 4 plus 1 is 5, so Sum 41 could be his birthday. Kevin Federline, remember that guy? He was married to Brittany, some white gangster wannabe crap. I don't know. No, Kevin K-Fed. Hey, he's 47. He's made it. Good for him. They'd love that. I would think it'd be a breath of fresh air, Bethy. And I'm not talking like, my daughter has a dermatology appointment this morning. I forgot about that. Good luck, kid. Skin. But anyway, the Zach Galifianakis, the Between Two Ferns that he did where it was set up to be satirical, but really, really good and hilarious. Not like that. Like, I don't want to get off the wall too much. Just have a elevator conversation. Or set up in two stalls next to each other. That'd be gross. Rosie O'Donnell's 63. Matthew Broderick is 63. Ferris Bueller, 63. Gary Oldman is 67, one of my favorite actors, by the way, Gary Oldman. Eddie Money passed away, of course, but he would have been 76 today. And Timothy Dalton is 79. Doesn't seem like he could be that old. Hey, look, it's Gregory Gannon and Ahoy upon the horizon. Monkey, do you see it? That's right. Cannon Cut's coming up this evening. He's so sneaky. Sneaky little monkey. And I'd also like to interview Brack. All right, today in history, you could put thrones in the stalls instead of toilets. Yeah. And, can you spare a square? The square beyond compare. No, that's Emo's Pizza. Don't do that in the bathroom. But I feel like with the mobility of this, we could sit down in a park. Or we could, sit down for tea on the observation deck of the Eiffel Tower. Wherever they want to go. If I make enough money, we can make more fun out of it. 69 days. Nice. Hey, let's hear it. Let's hear it for Gregory Gannon right now, everybody. Come on, join me. You're not clapping. Clap, damn it. I can see you. I can see you. Anyway, congratulations, man. That is a major accomplishment. All sincerity given. Good for you. Good for your health. Good for your liver. Mine is cheering for you. Mine is like, yes. And Zorak.
Now, you can't talk to me.
What's the matter, Zorak? Space Ghost Coast to Coast. So good. Yep. We love you, Greg. We're proud of you. Today, 1859, the very first zoological society was incorporated in Philadelphia. Now we call it the Philadelphia Zoo. Yeah. First stateside zoo, Philadelphia Zoo. They're like, hey, look, we got zebras. I didn't get a harumph out of you. Give the governor a harumph. You watch your ass. Andy Merrill's on TikTok. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Andy Merrill's so talented. So talented. And so much fun. I love Brack. Brack leveled me for a while. I had a Brack period of time where if there wasn't a Brack song that could get me on the right track and perk my mood up, I was up the creek. Beans. 1953, Patti Page hits number one with this banger of a chart, The Doggy in the Window. Yep. How much is that doggy in the window? You know why I went to number one? Not because it was catchy and cheesy, because she did it commando. Yep. She was on the radio. She said, I'm commando, by the way. The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I sure hope that doggy's for sale. Poopy-doo. No, that wasn't her. You watch Brack? It's on HBO Max. It is? I didn't know that. I've just caught it, YouTube shorts here now and again. So I don't stay up late enough to watch the overnights anymore. If it's still on Comedy Central, I don't think I recycled it. 1965. More than 3,000 civil rights demonstrators, led by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., began their march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama, on this date, 1965. What a world. That's 60 years ago today. Who got the TIQ? Alicia got the TIQ, Gregory. I'll post it again just so you can guess, since you weren't around for it. 19% of people in this profession go commando. You can guess away, and we'll all pick on you until you get it right. 1980, millions of people turned in to watch the season finale of Dallas. And it was on this season finale that J.R. Ewing was shot by an unknown assailant Dun, dun, dun. Who Shot JR became the headline across the world, right? Who Shot JR? They made T-shirts. There was braless women with Pabst Blue Ribbon cans standing on the side of the road with a Who Shot JR T-shirt and his 10-gallon hat. Right? You know who shot JR? It was Jeannie. She came back for revenge. I said, Larry Hagman, you son of a bitch. It wasn't Maggie Simpson. Nope. All right. It was, yeah, I forgot about that. 1992, Vanessa Williams. Oh, this would be Julian if he's still around. When I did I did the Mother's Day show, I think, and or something. I can't remember what the theme was, but it was one of my Friday Blue Plate specials, and he suggested "Saving the Best for Last" by Vanessa Williams, which was number 1 on this date in 1992. Sometimes the snow falls down in June. Sometimes. Okay, that's all. Feel like plumbers go commando. No, and that was Carrie started guessing along that route as well. I mean, you never see the underwear, right? Just the plumber's crack. So you got to wonder, are they free hosing or they got a little plenum cable running down there? I don't know. 1980, though, or 92, Vanessa Williams, Save the Best for Last. Good song. 2006, and this is why it's Twitter Day, even though Twitter isn't around anymore, and it's now just called X. 2006, Twitter was established with the sending of the first tweet by co-founder Jack Dorsey, who wrote, "Just setting up my Twitter." TWTTR. He didn't use any vowels, but that was the first tweet. I actually logged into X the other day by accident. I don't ever post anything. I didn't post shit when it was Twitter. It was my regurgitated Facebook feed. Whatever I posted in Facebook went to Twitter. It might still do that. X, whatever. I don't care. X and Threads, I don't pay attention to whatsoever. I pay attention to Facebook and Instagram and slightly pay attention to TikTok, only because I can do lives there. Although, that being said, for whatever reason, I can't do lives on TikTok for 30 days through Restream. I can go live on my phone right now. No problemo. I can go live in the TikTok studio on my laptop, but it won't let the third party do it. It's weird. I don't know. I don't get it. Servers. Bethy says servers as well. No. Lifeguards. No. And that was another. See, Gregory and my wife are on the same channel mentally here with their guesses. She was right there too. That was her first guest, actually. And here's the thing with that too. Does that apply for a female? Because by nature, you're commando. I mean, you may have a panty liner on or something like that for your swimsuit, but pretty much same with a dude. You got a net for your junk, but that's about it. So I feel like a lifeguard by default is commando. Nobody wants to see him sitting on that chair, though, with the junk flopping. Like, terrible idea. We have really gotten hung up on this commando nakedness. 2018, a U.S. Court of Appeals awarded Marvin Gaye's family $5.3 million after they determined Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams used portions of Got to Give It Up, the Marvin Gaye song, in Blurred Lines, the one where he was wearing the Beetlejuice outfit and talking about boobies. Exotic dancers, no, but good guess. Yeah, unpopular strip joints. Oh, man, she's got those damn underoos on again. I don't know, that might be kind of hot. Wonder Woman. All right, that's our Brecky Bit stuff. It's time to get Stone Richards in here. We got to get through this weather forecast. We got a show to do. I've got some Spy the Lie coming up. We're going to talk about, I got a Debbie Downer for you. It's one of those that we're just going to be like, well, that's kind of shitty. Still a good story. We'll get there. We got some weird Earth facts, too. You're here. Okay, I guess we'll just go. No, it's fine. It's fine. They don't mind. Yeah. 32 degrees in downtown Cape right now. 32. Hey, second day of spring. What the frick? But it's windy again. Right now it's calm, but we got another breezy day today. Red flag warning in effect from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. tonight. And that means don't burn shit. Don't start fires. Low humidity, drier than normal conditions. Very windy conditions could lead to quickly spreading fires and burn your damn house down, or my house down if you're some asshole neighbor that decided to burn next to me. Don't do it, you jerks. High of 61, mostly sunny. Barack Obama. 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. Could see some 30 to 35 mile an hour gusts today. Cloudy going into tonight, clearing overnight with a low of 40, and then winds tapering off by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 64. Good day for a track meet, don't you think, Layla? Oh, yeah, she's probably still asleep. Freaking off-school bullshit. Saturday night, showers likely, possibly a thunderstorm in the overnight hours as we drop to about 50 and get the winds back for Sunday, where we're going to see an on-again, off-again chance of showers, thunderstorms throughout your Sunday. High near 66. Could have some 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts again. So, hey, you know, all I can say is it's definitely getting the trash out of the neighborhood. I don't know where it's ending up, but things have been a little cleaner around them parts. Thanks, Stone. You got big plans for the weekend? Nobody cares. All right, bye. Oh, Stone Richards, what a cad. It is time for your brekkie bits, and just a few today. I've shored this up from a lot of just... Here's the thing. Most of the brekkie bits is akin to if you watch the news and then it went off and you were stuck watching the Entertainment Tonight bullshit. That's what a lot of this tends to be. Entertainment Tonight, blah, 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 yakety schmackety, right? Not my thing. And that's okay. So I cut it out. I just don't do it. Sharon Stone. If you are Sharon Stone, you're going commando. No, but yes. Granny panties. I got Everlast, What It's Like on. I'm going to throw in some old stuff in the mix. All right, out of left field, accountants. No, Gregory. You know, Alicia got this in 2 guesses, so just saying. Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins. You know, they've been releasing some new music. I don't know if you've heard it or not. I don't really like it, personally, but not terrible. But Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins welcomed his 3rd daughter. Well, his 3rd baby. Daughter Juno. Juno. Cute name. Little Roman. Wife Chloe Mendel Corgan this past Tuesday. Baby and mother are doing well. The newborn weighed 9.9 pounds and was 22 inches, entering the world during the wee hours of the morning at the couple's home in Highland Park, Illinois. Well, congratulations. And I'll tell you what, 9.9, 22 inches. Layla was just under that, so I think the Corgans may have them a stretched out little athlete on their hands here. We'll see. No, we're not doing it today, Gregory, so it's okay. Alicia was just snappy. I think she's been up early today. She's had her coffee, her morning protein. She's rocking and rolling. Happiness. You know that Madonna song where it goes, happiness lies in her own hands. I thought at first it says, her penis lies. And I was like, what? A UN-sponsored happiness report once again found that Finland remains the happiest country in the world. It's the pickled fish. Afghanistan, the unhappiest, and the U.S. dropped to the 24th happiest country in the world, the lowest number since the study began, whenever it began. So, I don't know. But anyway, we're not the most unhappiest place, so we got that. You argue with you put yourself on the couch. Sometimes you got to do that, you know. Compartmentalize. Disney's new live-action Snow White. You've seen the previews for this, maybe? What do you think? I don't know. It looks creepy to me. To be honest, that's my first impression. I'm like, eee. Is it real people? Because it says live action, but it's like the animated live action, right? So, I don't know. A movie review that I caught says, quote, it's not a poisoned apple, but it doesn't whistle. Nope. A former M&M studio engineer has been charged with stealing 25 of the Detroit rapper's songs and releasing them online. Selling it. Stealing Eminem's tunes, selling it online. Pretty crazy. That's pretty stupid, to be completely honest. When you got a guy that's got look at the court that man holds, and you're gonna steal from Eminem. He's commando because he can't fit him in anything. Yeah, I have not watched any of them. Honestly, like the Lion King one, I just didn't. Layla went and saw Mufasa last week. She said it was pretty good, but I mean, I don't know. Not for me. You imagine a lot. I mean, well, didn't they do the Jungle Book? They did that one too. I didn't see it either. I mean, Jungle Book is just leave it the fuck alone. It was perfect in the late 70s, 80s. Look for the bare necessities, simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. I love that soundtrack. That's one of those childhood triggers. All right, no major smoking guns so far in the release of the latest JFK documents, right? They released a bunch of them. Trump's like, here you go. Here's all the JFK documents. Social Securities of several former staff members just happened to be in the documentation, which was interesting. There are still 20,000 pages of stuff of JFK papers that have not been released. So there's still a lot out there. At the end of the day, anybody associated with this pretty much dead or close to it by this point. So whatever. We just kind of want answers. You stopped after Dumbo. I didn't see Dumbo's either. I love Disney movies. I've not watched many of them in a long time, but like that was it for me. Like all them old Disney movies, in the soundtracks, yeah, that's all still up here. We want to go through Aladdin right now. Let's go. Come on. Season 2 of The Last of Us will hit Max on April 13th, and for the first time, the entire series will be made available to stream in American Sign Language, which I thought was really cool. ASL stream for The Last of Us. Edited papers, no revelations are coming from that release. Yeah, exactly. Like, there will never be any revelations coming from it. It's just kind of, maybe in 100 years. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was groundbreaking. I have a Who Framed Roger Rabbit story that I'm not sharing on the Facebook Live. But that's one of my favorites, too. Kelsey Ballerini was at the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon over the weekend. When a fan asked her for an autograph, she said, sure. And the guy handed her his prosthetic leg. So she signed it. She admitted that was a first for her. So here's my thing. If you're down with signing prosthetics and a woman pulls out a silicone breast replacement like you get after a mastectomy, sign my boob. So, pretty girl walks up, sign my boobs. And he's like, hell yeah. And then she just goes. I mean, you get a good angle that way. You don't have to, do awkward bendy. What would you do? I'd absolutely sign it. A Minecraft movie is on its way to theaters April 4th, and McDonald's has some Minecraft-themed Happy Meals and so forth to celebrate the film's release. It's going to be in 4K. No, it's going to be in 16-bit. It's fucking Minecraft, or 8-bit, whatever. How do you make a Minecraft movie? There's 5 billion hours of YouTube videos of Minecraft. Mindless Minecraft. How do you make a movie? It's Steve, and here's a sheep with a lazy eye. The end. They'll also have a special dipping sauce and collectible toys to go with the meals, of course. That girl has to be 30 now. Yeah. I never watched it. I've never watched The Last of Us. And if they age in TV years, she may be closer to 60. All right, what time is it? Holy shit, it's 10 after. We got to get after it. Boy, oh boy. We got some spying to do. Spy the lie. You know how this works. I'm going to give you multiple choice. You pick the fake one. You pick the lie out of the list. The following movies open in theaters this weekend except for one. Tell me which movie's the faker. Is it The Producer's Circle, Ant Attack, Rad Day 2025, Being Maria, or Ash? Yeah, let's watch someone grind, Trevor. Blech. The Producer's Circle, Ant Attack, Rad Day 2025, Being Maria, or Ash. Name the faker. Which movie is not opening in theaters this weekend? I thought I hit it in advance. Ant Attack, says Dennis. No, I'm just kidding. You got it right, Dennis. It is. It's Ant Attack. Ant Attack. Ant Attack. Bitches. Rad Day is legit. What is Rad Day 2025 about? I have not heard anything about that. Rad Day. To me, Rad is a BMX movie. And like my era. So Rad Day 2025, is this like the next generation BMX? It's a dude on a one wheel. Hey, I jumped my one wheel yesterday. I'm so proud of myself down the riverfront where one of the mooring spots is. There's a little hump there. I mean, I didn't get major error, but I did. I cleared the little bleep, bleep. I blooped it. Well, you can bonk it. I cleared the bonk. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, all of the following Peeps, the marshmallow Peeps and nasty things. All of the following Peeps trivia is true except for one. Which Peeps trivia is not true? Here's your facts. Number 1. It takes less than 18 seconds for Peeps to explode in a microwave. Fact number 2. In 1953, it took 27 hours to create one Peeps marshmallow chick. Is it number 3? Each Peeps chick has 28 calories. Number 4. Yellow and white Peeps were the first two colors. And number 5, Peeps have been around for 72 years. It is a BMX racing film? Fucking cool. Okay, well then I'll watch it. I loved BMX. All right, so takes less than 18 seconds for a Peep to explode. In 1953, it took 27 hours to make a Peep. Each Peep has 28 calories. Yellow and white Peeps were the first colors. Our Peeps have been around for 72 years. Which one? Dennis says in 1953, it took 27 hours to create one Peeps marshmallow chick. That's got to be bullshit. That's what Dennis says. What do you say? Well, I'll tell you what the right answer is. That it takes less than 18 seconds for a Peep to explode in a microwave. Your actual explosion time may vary based on altitude and other factors and microwave power, right? So that one's bullshit. The rest of them, though, Peeps have been around since 1953. And yeah, when they started, it took 27 hours to create one Peep. That should have told them right there, stop. Do something else. Go cure cancer instead of causing it. All right, and our last Spy the Lie is yet another Peeps trivia Spy the Lie, okay? Number 1... Oh, Trevor. Ha ha. You dork. Okay. Number 1. Peeps are not vegan. They contain pork-derived gelatin. That's number 1. Peeps are gluten-free. That's number 2. The eyeballs on Peeps are made of edible wax. That's number 3. Number 4. Peeps originally had a wax tail. And number 5. The company that makes Peeps is called Just Born. Okay? Peeps are not vegan. Peeps are gluten-free. The eyeballs are made of edible wax. Peeps had a wax tail originally, and the company that makes Peeps is called Just Born. What's the faker? And yes, Gregory, it is just as fun as it sounds. You know what's fun to do with Peeps, too? You can roast them like roasted marshmallows, but you got to watch the sugar, right? The sugar on the outside, because the sugar will burn on the temp faster than the marshmallow will catch on fire. So you got to watch out so you don't caramelize too heavy. Dennis says the eyeballs made of edible wax is the crapper. The Just Born company name for Gregory. The correct answer is that Peeps originally had a wax tail. They never have had a wax tail, but they did originally have wings. They went away after a few years. It was kind of a pain in the ass. It was a little easier to take a little less form. Yeah, you're right, Trevor. They are just born. So there you go. There's your Peeps trivia and your Spy the Lie. And now it's time for our Debbie Downer. If I can figure out where the hell it's at. There we go. Look at Debbie. Debbie's excited to be here. Debbie says, you know, the dye used in Peeps has been proven to cause cancer in laboratory rats in the state of California. Yeah, that's Debbie. That's it. They need more Red Bull. For sure. I wonder what happens if you mix Red Bull and Peeps in the microwave. Gregory's going to find out. Cannon Cuts tonight will not be musical. Gregory's going to have a microwave on a stool in the studio, and he's going to microwave Peeps and whatever else you want until the smoke alarm goes off. You wanted to date her when you were younger? Rachel Dratch? Well, I don't know. You peep that. Okay, here's our Debbie. Oh, you wanted to date Debbie Downer? Well, she is an attractive yoke. Of course, we know those two NASA astronauts have finally made it back to Earth. Their 8-day journey going way beyond, keeping them in space for, nearly a year, 286 days in space. But they splashed down, made it home safely. They were greeted by dolphins, right? And then taken home. They got a lot of recovery to do. Space will wear you out. Yep. You could do music and explode Peeps. Ooh, that means your show could have pyrotechnics now. Do you have to license for that? I don't know. All right. Well, when we think of these astronauts, right, they're national heroes to a certain degree, right? As if a kid that was in love with the space program, astronauts were the shiznit. And it's still the same way. Highly respected scientists and tend to be strong character when you talk about an astronaut. Well, interesting. Well, I'm going to guess it probably still falls in line. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not saying they were the nice dolphins. Maybe they were like, snacks, but they didn't eat the astronauts. Well, NASA recently clarified the compensation details for astronauts Suni Williams, and Butch Wilmore, who spent an unprecedented and unexpected extended duration in orbit. Despite their prolonged stay, both astronauts still receive their usual salaries without any overtime pay. Okay? This is remember who's talking about this story. Love space, hates Steve. God damn, Trevor, too soon. Despite their prolonged stay, they got their usual salaries. No overtime. They returned to Earth March 18th, of course, on Tuesday, after spending 286 days in space. That's 278 more than their planned 8-day journey. According to NASA, astronauts working aboard the International Space Station are compensated based on a regular 40-hour work week without additional pay for overtimes or weekends. Yeah, well, you're on site. So, as federal employees, their travel expenses, including transportation, lodging, and meals, are covered. They also receive a small per diem for incidentals while on duty in space, in case they got to run down to the PX and pick something up. Anyway, the per diem is adjusted to the length of their mission as per federal travel regulations. So, the pay scale now this is where we start going into the weeds a little bit, but not too far. Yeah, Gregory. Okay, so here we go. The pay scale for astronauts like Suni Williams, who is age 59, and Wilmore, age 62, range from GS-11 to GS-14 as far as payment classifications within NASA. That translates to an annual salary somewhere between $84,365 and $152,258, depending on experience. So, in their best case scenario, they're making $150,000 a year. Additionally, incidental expenses amount to a minor sum daily, which for previous astronauts was around $4 a day for that per diem. Oh, they're saving up for the big box of crayons. For the duration of their extended mission, the time that they were in space, this could have amounted to an extra $1,144. Upon their return, the physical toll of their long-duration spaceflight was evident as they were transported in stretchers. This is a common measure used to aid astronauts in readjusting to gravity after spending significant time in zero gravity. Stretches you out. This practice, although sometimes reluctantly accepted by astronauts, is necessary for their recovery, as explained by former NASA senior scientist John DeWitt, who, says basically your joints come loose, not loose, but, everything decompresses for their isogravity. And so you come back and you just go standing up and banging around, jumping around, you'll completely disintegrate and you'll turn into a pile of sand. Actually, you'll turn into a pillar of salt. So there you go. That's your Debbie Downer. Just you think of all the things an astronaut deals with, and after all that's said and done, they just catch up on your sleep this weekend because we got things to do on Monday. Just back to the office. That's the trick, right? You think you'd want a little bit of a break. I don't know. I do know this. I got some weird Earth facts. Now that they're back here with us, we're going to talk about some weird facts about the Earth. Some little special moments. And good morning, Jason Ryan. He's tuned in from the YouTube side. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, man. I hope you're doing well. I'm rocking and rolling. We are restreaming, kicking ass, taking initials. No time for names. I think you may be alone in the YouTube world, but you can see everybody else's comments on YouTube because Restream is pooping them out over there. Ripped in space. I'd like to be. And happy Friday. Happy freaking Friday. Sun shining today. I've had 2 days in a row where I've gotten out in the evening. I had to pick Lawson up from esports at 5:30. So I rolled over to the junior high at about 5 o'clock, got the one wheel out, and rolled around a little bit. And then took him home, and then I left the house, and I went and rode the one wheel some more. Like 7 miles yesterday. It was nice, and it was fun. Got my full face helmet now, too, so I feel safer. I feel confident. Not too confident. Thank you, Fred. It was, and I try. All right, weird facts around the Earth. This comes from Popular Mechanics, which was one of my favorite magazines when I was a child. Welcome to Earth, third rock from the sun. Earth's core, by the way, is as hot as the sun's surface. Quote, within uncertainty, the temperature at the center of the Earth is the same as the temperature at the surface of the sun, about 5,800 Kelvin, according to Caltech geochemist Paul Asamoah. About 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit is hot, damn hot. Okay? No marshmallows down, no peeps in the center of the Earth. Quote, we are headed towards a 2-foot sea level rise by the end of this century, according to climate scientist Tapio Schneider of Caltech. Seas could rise 2.5 feet by the year 2100. Consequences, quote, consequences from a 1 to 2 foot sea level rise could mean severe threats to low-lying island nations, loss of narrow, shallow beaches, and a demise of marine ecosystems. Don't worry, we'll turn everything around. I weep for my great-grandchildren. All right. Clouds help regulate Earth's temperature. We know this, right? It's common sense when we thinking about our weather. But if you bring all the water droplets in a cloud to the surface, you would cover Earth with a liquid film no thicker than a human hair. All right, so all the clouds up in there, if you took all that water and just blanketed the Earth, a real thin layer. Beachfront property, I'm saying. It's our soft limestone in Missouri. We'll be up in here like, yeah, I got some beachfront property down near Lexington, Kentucky, if you're interested. So anyway, Schneider from Caltech says this. He says, and yet this tiny amount of water, this thin film that could cover the Earth, makes the difference between cool, overcast summer days and warm, clear days. And what is immensely important for climate. On average, clouds cool Earth by 13 degrees Fahrenheit relative to what global temperatures would be without clouds. Meaning, if we were just clear skies all day, it'd be about 13 degrees hotter on this planet. That would suck. The sun is not on fire. In order to have fire, you need oxygen. Ain't no oxygen in space. The sun is a mass of incandescent gas, a gigantic nuclear furnace where hydrogen is built into helium at temperatures of millions of degrees. We don't know who named the Earth, okay? Unlike other planets, no real historical data exists to tell us who the person or group of persons was that named our planet Earth. It was Will Smith in Independence Day. Welcome to Earth. The term Earth comes from Old English and High Germanic and is the only planet not named after a Greek or Roman god. We didn't want to, put labels. Just call it Earth. But we don't know who did it. There's a mystery. When you build your time machine, somebody go back, meet Jesus, go do all the things you want to do. But find out who named the place. Upon the heavens and the earth. Okay, who told you that it was called that? Oh, this guy named Terry. I met him at the well. Yay. All right, Route 66. You guys ever done a traveling on Route 66, to get your kicks? Route 66 is longer than the distance to the Earth's core. The boundary between the Earth's mantle and the core is roughly 3,000 kilometers below our feet, a little less than the total length of America's Mother Road, Highway 66. Says seismologist Jennifer Jackson of Caltech, thought to be a simple interface between solid rocks and liquid iron-rich metal, this remote region of 3,000 kilometers or so is almost as complex as Earth's surface, and it's warmer. So there you go. What else? What would it take? You guys, I'm an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, the World Breaker. What would it take to split the Earth in half? What kind of something? Erda was a goddess. Well, yeah, I wonder. I don't know. Fred May solved the mystery and his time machine. That's what you did. You went back and then you came back and you're like, oh, subtle hint. A magnitude 12 earthquake would split the Earth in half. There's never been anything larger than a 9.5, and it was longer than the state of California. It would be theoretically impossible to have a magnitude 13 earthquake since it would require a fault line that is bigger than the planet. So a magnitude 12 would be basically a fault line that would split the planet in half. And then you'd see it come open. You'd see all the rubber bands in the middle. Nerf. Where are we going, Commander? Nerf or nothing. The Earth isn't exactly round, and I think most of us know this. It is round-ish, but planet Earth is shaped more like an oblate spheroid than a round ball. It's more like a flatter circle. No fucking flatter stuff going on here. No. But it's not a round ball. It's more like a bloop. But it's definitely not flat. Can you call that bullshit? Yeah, Ugg the Caveman. He scribbled something. It says, Earth. I name planet. Sorry, Ugg. We didn't read Uggies. That's true, Trevor. I believe in them. Just make sure you sing Leaving on a Jet Plane. Daisy can handle it, Gregory. I think so. And I am just getting ready to start season 5. So Lincoln and Hive just died at the end of this season, right? So next season. And last little earthy trivia, and then we're going to get in your warm and fuzzies. There are more viruses on Earth than stars in the universe. Lick your fingers, kids. Earth is teeming with viruses, or viri, depending on your position. There are an estimated 10 nonillion, I've never used that one, that's a double pinky, 10 nonillion individual viruses on the planet. Individual viruses on the planet. That is a 10 followed by 30 zeros. That is, quote, enough to assign one to every star in the universe 100 million times over, says Catherine Wu. Tang. Ghost Rider, I'd like to rewatch Ghost Rider for sure. I'm looking forward to, on the Star Wars side of things, I'm looking forward to the Andor Season 2. I'll have to rewatch 1, though. It's been a minute. Chump change. Psh, I got more viruses than that in my crotch because I went commando. So I'm a bartender. By the way, Gregory, bartender. That's your answer. All right, warm and fizzy team. Let's get it up. Give me a cheetah. Meow. Oh, here's my warm and fuzzy story for you. So our little cheetah, Velvet, fat bastard, likes to apparently get in the windows in the middle of the night and yell and bang on stuff, and it was really bad last night. I woke up at 1:30 thinking it was 5 and I was ready to get up and go to work. And he just banging and making noise. Didn't sleep worth a shit. Neither did Carrie. And then at about 20 after 4 this morning, she's like, there's somebody at the back door. And I was like, huh? I don't wake up. Anyway, so she gets up, and I'm like, we got a Ring doorbell, right? Just click. But no. Carrie answered the door. It was some big old girl that had wandered up a couple blocks from a casino. And the story was that her friends had left her, and she was drunk. She got overserved at the casino, which is a really hats off to her. I don't know how you get overserved at the casino. It's hard enough to just get served. They jigger everything out, man. You don't get overserved, and they're very particular about that because of Missouri gaming license, right? But anyway, she wandered up the hill a couple blocks, and apparently her friend that lives a couple doors down didn't answer the door. Well, no shit. So she decided to knock on ours. Why? What enticed her to do that? Was there a welcome mat? Was there something that said, hey, come on over. Fucking it's 4:30 in the morning. What a great choice. No, there is not. None of those things exist. So Carrie went and answered the door. And, as women do, she had covering her boobs while she's having a conversation because, she was going commando. But this woman told her business, and then she went wandering, stumbling on her way. So it was probably better that Carrie answered that door because I'm not anymore. I would have probably not been. I would have been polite, but I would have not been happy. All right, fuck this. Warm and fuzzy time. I'm sorry. I had to share that. It was really kind of an angry moment more than anything. I don't know. Harmless. Just really needed sleep. We all needed sleep, and it was not meant to be last night. And Carrie is like right now with Layla at the friggin' dermatologist, probably like this. Yep. And then she's got to go to work too. Hey, guess what? Kitty. WTVR says a Blackstone, Virginia woman celebrated her 100th birthday with a dance party. Clara Jefferson Hawks danced her tushy off. It's gone viral, over 1 million views, which isn't really even viral anymore. Over 1 million, bazillion, maybe a nonillion views. Anyway, over 150 relatives and friends gathered and hung out and watched Hawks show off her impressive dance skills. She could bust a move. Young MC was like, damn, girl. Good for you. Enjoy your birthday, Clara, and keep dancing. WLNS says the Coast Guard recently rescued a dog named Cujo from icy waters near Grand Rapids, Michigan. The dog had fallen in, was struggling to stay afloat. A bystander called for help. The Coast Guard arrived just in time, and Cujo was safely brought back to shore and reunited with his owner. The Coast Guard says, quote, once on scene, the dog readily accepted the help and cuddled right up to our icy rescue team member during the transit back to the station. Good job, Cujo. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the works of Stephen King, Cujo is a 1981 horror novel by Stephen King about a rabid St. Bernard dog, and they made a movie out of it. And I didn't even watch the whole movie as a kid, but there are scenes from that movie that have scarred me for my entire freaking life. Cujo. That's why if you got some freaking dog like that, I'm going to call him Cujo. That's the reference. Tell your dog, calm down. Hey, at least he's got some cans of soup to sell. I mean, at least there's some industry going on there. This woman was just shitty drunk with a terrible pink wig. And I was like, celebrate you, but celebrate it on down the street. Meep, meep. Pat you on the butt. Let me see if I can show you the Ring video, because it's kind of funny, because when she came up, One of our neighborhood strays just scared the shit out of her because it was sleeping up there on the porch, and I guess she spooked it. So it jumped out at her, and she's like, oh, shit. Hang on. I'm going to try to get this up. I think I can. I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi, though, because the Wi-Fi sucks in here. We never learned that before, did we? Okay, is this the... Okay. All right, here we go. She's going to come walking up the back. Oh, here she comes. Ooh, she coming. Watch the cat. Row! Oh, shit. Damn, girl. Hey, I know you got a Ring doorbell, but I'm just going to bang on your door. I know it's 4:20 in the morning, but my girl didn't answer the door. And then she goes stumbling down my stairs. Whoa, boy, isn't it fun living in downtown. Does that woman belong to you? She might be on Mill Street, passed out. Our final warm and fuzzy comes to us from Mansfield, Ohio, where the Mansfield News-Journal says an Ohio veteran recently received a 2010 Cadillac thanks to the Love Our Heroes group. The car was gifted to Marine veteran Brian Stewart. It was kept in a garage, looks brand new. Stewart is a Purple Heart recipient, and he was overwhelmed by the generous donation. He initially declined the vehicle. He was very humble about it, saying there are others that need it more than he did. But he accepted it, finally accepted the gift, and that's a wonderful way to help him out. That's a wonderful way to help anybody out. You know, you see those donate your cars and blah, 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 but chances are there's a program in your town that is either helping, disabled veterans, or maybe it's helping single moms that are getting back on track, or women recovering from addiction, or they, an abused home situation. They're getting them out of that situation, trying to get them into a stable situation. Sometimes that's where they can use a good donated vehicle. So if you've got a good donated vehicle that you can donate for something like that, it's a tax write-off for you. But more importantly, it's a life-changing thing for somebody else. So I would, but they don't want mine. Here you can have this Durango. Now here's the trick. You got to pull back up on the brake pedal or the brake lights stay on. It'll run your battery dead. And also, you got to push in this little thing and pop the ignition thing when you start it. And you might have to bang, 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 bang on the gear shift 5 times and jimmy that to get it to go into drive. Other than that, it's a great car. That is your Warm and Fuzzies, kids, and that is going to wrap it up for National French Bread Day. Fudge sickles. Get out there and make something of yourself. If you're a teenager, celebrate. It's National Teenager Day. Good for you. They're off. Maybe that's why they're off school, because teachers said no. Can't say I blame them. That's going to do it. Have a great weekend, okay? I will see you Monday morning. Next week, we will not have a show on Wednesday because I'm going to be traveling. Yeah, you never know, Gregory. But, yeah, could be. All right, I'm going to be traveling Wednesday. I will have a show, though, on Monday, the 24th of March, whatever the hell that day's going to be. And thanks, Dennis. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Have a marvelous weekend. Be nice humans. Do good things. Go donate blood, all right? There's your mission. If you can, go donate blood. And, yeah. Catch Gregory and the friends today, 6 Eastern, 5 Central for Cannon Cuts, and in the immortal words of Mickey